Hello, welcome to Grandma's Eats. Come on in, let's cook something really delicious. These are the children that I am grandma to. Aren't they beautiful? Such precious little ones. I wanted to share them with you. Hello, welcome to Grandma's Eats. Today we're going to make some garlic bread and it is absolutely delicious. You know that's my favorite saying, absolutely delicious, but I'm not lying to you folks. We're going to get started with it. It is 6 tablespoons of softened unsalted butter, which I have in this right here. Then you want 6 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. If you don't get the recipe, you can go into grandmaseats@yahoo.com and I'll send you a copy of the recipe. I also have a store called Grandma's General Store and the link is right here at Grandma's Eats on YouTube. Why don't you go in and have a look-see and see what I've got for you. 3 cloves of garlic, finely crushed or minced. Crushed and then minced, I should say. 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. You can use fresh if you want. 2 teaspoons wouldn't be too much if you use freshly chopped. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried oregano. That's very important. You can also use fresh oregano if you'd like to. As I like to say, a recipe is just a suggestion. If you don't want as much garlic as I've put in here, or you want a little more oregano, you go right ahead and do what you want to do with this recipe. It'll turn out absolutely delicious, I'm sure. Now this is baked in the oven and we're going to take these. I have half of a French loaf bread and I have cut it in half. We're going to take and put this in foil. We're going to wrap both of them in foil. We're going to let them bake at 375, that's your oven temperature, for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out of the oven and I'm going to unwrap it or scrunch the foil down around it so it's still in the foil but the top is exposed, and I'm going to put it right back in that oven for 5 more minutes until it's lightly brown to the color of brown that I want it to be on top. So maybe you better check yours after 3 minutes. It wouldn't hurt one single bit. Okay, we're all done. You know, if you follow any of the Food Network or any television chefs, you'll notice that they do a lot of prep work. This is really vital. If you want to be a successful cook in the kitchen, you really should do prep work. Have your utensils all out and ready to go. Have your ingredients all measured out so that when you do start the recipe, you can just throw it all together. It's called mise en place, which means everything in its place. And look how fast it makes your work. And of course, read your recipes all the way through before you start any recipe. Not only to make sure you have the ingredients, but to make sure that you don't have to have the butter room temperature ahead of time, which is what I had to do in this recipe. I had to get that butter out of the refrigerator and have it ready when the other ingredients had been prepared. Now you can see I'm putting on this kind of generously, but that's what you want to do, folks, and I'll still have some left over for another loaf. This is going to melt and sop down into the bread, and it's just absolutely delicious. As I always say, everything is absolutely delicious, but look how fast it was. I don't think you're going to be buying garlic bread in the grocery after you tasted this garlic bread. So I'm going to just put it on these trays like that, no big deal, and I'm going to pop it in the oven and we're going to have it in there for 20 minutes. I'm going to unwrap it and then I'm going to let it brown up on top for 5 minutes. So I'll be back in 25 minutes. Let you see what it looks like, okay? Okay, we're back, and I've been checking my garlic bread. And actually, I am up to 8 minutes, not 5 minutes in my oven today. There goes the timer, so let's see if it's ready. Oh yes, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. You know, you could put it under the broiler, but it's kind of risky because there's nothing worse tasting than burnt garlic. So if I were you, I would go the 5 to 8 minutes after you've baked it totally covered for 20 minutes. And here you have it, folks. Baked garlic bread. Maybe that's not too hot. No. Baked garlic bread. I hope you enjoy it. Try it. Thank you for watching. And I've got my sous chef with me. Here's one of my aprons. She's saying, you want me to cook for you? You're kidding me, right? So go into the Grandma's General Store and see if there's anything you like. Enjoy your garlic bread, folks. Bye-bye.